So let's talk early fall baits. You know, water temperatures probably low 70s, but the nights are getting cooler, the days are getting shorter, and these fish are starting to eat a little bit. Probably in the next few weeks going to transition from really tough to semi-tough in a lot of places. So I wanted to pick 5 baits. I couldn't do it. I ended up with 6. So we're going to start on top of the water. Okay, this is a spook and or just a regular pad crasher. Honorable mention under this would be a APPAREL, but these would be the 2 I pick. I can go anywhere in the country and fish a topwater with these 2 baits. You know, open water, schooling, just going down the bank, mats, weeds, grass, lily pads, all of that. So I'm covered on the top. Notice, you know, both of these are kind of resembling shad, meaning that, you know, early fall, a lot of these fish are going to start getting up on some shads. So yeah, it covers me all across the country, anywhere I need to go. And a lot of these smaller lakes, you know, that the vegetation has topped out by the end of the year, you need to have a couple of choices to where you can fish in that vegetation on the outside of it, a bait that you can make a long cast when they come up schooling. So let's transition to the center, you know, the middle of the water column. You know, I'm typically probably in the fall going to spend most of my time shallow. But these 2 baits, and really I picked these 2 because of it lets me cover the middle, but also lets me do a lot of things kind of on top. Lay downs, grass, stumps, whatever I need to throw here, dirty water. The spinnerbait's going to cover me. You get in some clearer water, windy days, rocks and things like that, then that's when the little speed end comes into play. But these 2 baits combined, same way with on top. I can go anywhere and I'll be able to catch them. You know, the key is, I think in the fall, is a lot of the tournaments that I've won, a lot of tournaments that I've done good in the fall, I've never really found like one spot. It's always about just covering as much water as I can, and you know, all of these baits allow me to do that. You know, you just, rather than going 2 feet apart, you're going 5 yards apart, just covering water and trying to find the ones that that want to bite, because, you know, in this time of year there's going to be fish up in 2 foot of water, and there's going to be fish down in 40 foot of water and everywhere in between. So you want to increase my odds and just cover, hit the high percentage places. So let's go to the bottom. You know, I chose the tube just because it's early fall. If it was later fall, it'd probably be a Christie critter or something like that. But the tube, you know, flipping laydowns, you know, just really anything, I can use this. The bait that I couldn't leave out, you know, was the War Eagle Jiu-Jitsu, and the reason being is you're going to get those mornings where it's cooler. You know, you got the boat docks that you want to get in and skip behind and stuff, and that's where the jig is going to come into play. What a lot of people don't realize is in the fall, there's different stages. You got fish out there that are already starting to think about winter, and you know, they're starting to eat crawdads. They're out there a little bit deeper underneath some of those deeper boat docks, and then you still got the fish that's up shallow in inches of water. But there's different things going on, and a lot of times it varies on the different ends of the lake. You know, your upper end being shallower is going to start cooling off. I've seen the upper end of lakes be 50 degrees and the lower end be 62 to 65. So you can really kind of pick what you want to fish, if you want to fish the beginning of the winter time or the tail end of the fall. So these 2 baits here, like I said, allow me to flip pretty much anything that I need to be able to catch them. But combine those 6 baits, I can go anywhere. Now I'm mainly thinking largemouth. You know, if it was a smallmouth, I would have had to have picked 2 or 3 different ones. But largemouth, early fall, those are my 6 baits, and I think that will help you, and I really appreciate you guys riding along.